Okay, please tell me whether it is visible or not.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, the instrument of monetary policy are open market operations, cash reserve ratio, liquidity or statutory liquidity ratio, bank rate policy, and credit selling. Open market operation kono? Open market operation where every particular instrument is having ability of buying and selling in the security market, or specifically in the government security market, where we all know that in government security market there are certain restrictions for the general public. Jadi apan general public katha kହୁchandi tale we know there are certain restrictions are there in the government security market joti ki apan the treasury bills nouchandi. Then one of the product of common security market is treasury bill, which is openly traded for the general public. But ସେଇଠି ଆପଣ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ product the example ନେବେ ଯେମିତି କି call or notice money product, ସେଇଟାରେ restrictions ରହୁଛି, so general public cannot enter to that. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ government security market କଥା କହୁଛୁ, so in monetary policy also there are certain limitations of buying and selling for the general public. So এটা সে কହୁଛି it has to be open market operation. That means everyone has to be the part of this particular market. RBI बहुत try करे कि जितने भी government products अच्छी that has to be open to the general public directly or indirectly. But due to some constrict or due to our policy system of government, certain products still it was not availing to the general public. Now, what is cash reserve ratio? It's a very popular concept in specifically when we're talking about banking system. I mean, the banking system katha kହୁchu, it was very popular in banking system. Cash reserve ratio is a kind of a concept jaha through re RBI become efficient in money, inefficient in assets. So कौन concept कौन अपन first concept बुझंतु. Concept हैला नहीं जानतु गोटे particular bank X bank रो आजिका डेट रो रेवेन्यू हैला 100 रुपीस. से जो 100 रुपीस टा तारो क्लोजिंग बैलेंस एंड टुमोरो रो आसंता काली रो ओपनिंग बैलेंस. से जो क्लोज हैला बेलको यदि 100 रुपीस क्लोजिंग बैलेंस अच्छी ताले तारो 4% ऑफ द 100 रुपीस जोटा कि आजिका डेट रे हमर सीआरआर रो वैल्यू रहउची. बट सीआरआर can vary from 5 to 15%. 4 टा बहुत लो हमें कहूचु. So CRR जो 5 to 15% अच्छी या तो फिर इंडिया रे जहाँ आजिका डेट रे 4.46 और 4.47 थिला मु 5-6 दिन तळे देखथिली जोटा कि एवरी डे चेंज हुए. सो आपण 4 नियंतु तो जदि क्लोजिंग बैलेंस 100 रुपीस तार 4% ऑफ द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस तार माने 100 टंका रो 4 टंका it was completely drawn out to the RBI. तो आपनकर जो बैंक मिस्टर माने बैंक एक्स बैंक रो ता पर दिन रो ओपनिंग बैलेंस केते हबो ना 96 रुपीस हला तार ओपनिंग बैलेंस. तो से दिन रो 4 टंका तार परमानेंट ड्रेन आउट हे गेला जोटा कि आउ रिफंड हबार नाही. एमिति करी कि ना सब बैंक जत्ते बैंक अच्छे अंडर द RBI से CRR फॉर्मेट रे एवरीडे ट्रांजैक्शन करे RBI को. So in this way RBI become efficient in the liquefied money. So एटा करिवार कारण कोन एटा कैश रिजर्व रेशियो टा जितला आपण कर जत्ते बढ़िबो नै जानतु अभी के हमर इंडिया रे 4% अछि because we already seeing that we do not have a very impressive banking system. आमे इंडिया रे एजुकेटेड रे किछि impressive banking system देखुनु कि बहुत huge investment लोक बैंक रे करू नहंती. So bank is not in a condition of appreciation, but it was not in अभी का डेट रे डिप्रेशन रे नहीं बट appreciation रे भी नहीं. बट जेतले आपण देखिए सीआरआर रे परसेंटेज पढुची ता माने बैंक अधिका ड्रेन आउट करि पड़ुची. केते बेले अधिका धर नै जानतो आपण केते बेले अधिका सेविंग करबे जेतले आपनकर अर्निंग अधिका हि जिवो आपण धर 50,000 टंका आपनकर जॉब रो आपनकर फर्स्ट सैलरी इज 50,000 रुपीस. Making all the expenditure you can save 10,000 rupees per month in a various way. Like आपण 2,000 टंका रो 3टा SIP करचंती that was 6,000. आपण गोटे पीएम कर धन योजना करचंदी दैट वाज 1000 रुपीस लाइक 5000 आपण गेटी 7000 हे गेला आपण मंथली गोटे रिकरिंग करूचंदी पोस्टल रे सेटा 2000 टंका दैट वाज 9000 आउ 1000 टंका आपण बैंक रे गोटे आरडी खोलचंदी so एमती कि अपन 10,000 rupees save करी परचंदी if your salary increase to 1 lakh rupees now this particular 10,000 may be increase to 40,000 rupees because अपन का expenditure हठात केते बढ़िबोनी सैलरी हठात कि आपण जॉब चेंज कले आपण को 50,000 मासिक रु लक्ष टंका हे गला बट कोन इंस्टेंटली आपण को मार्केट प्राइसेस एते बढ़ू छि कि नै एठी आपण को सेविंग परसेंटेज बढ़ी जिवो आपण जोटी 10,000 सेविंग्स करथिले अबिका पाखा पाखी 40,000 पाखा पाखी आपण सेविंग्स करिवे फाइन सेमती हमें कहूछु जदि बैंक रा अर्निंग बढ़ी जाउची फाइन इफ द अर्निंग ऑफ बैंक इंक्रीजेस then definitely the cash reserve ratio increases and that was called a impressive scenario for the any banking system कोनोसी भी बैंकिंग सिस्टम रो इंप्रेसिव सिनेरियो केतले हबो जेतले आपनकर सीआरआर हो एसएलआर हो 80% बढ़िबो fine so that was how the RBI was making money from the all commercial banks and it RBI is not making money to distribute amongst the people RBI is making money to create a platform where whenever the commercial bank is in a deficit condition or depression condition semane RBI to financial help पाई परिबे बुझेला CRR then we will go to SLR is called statutory liquidity ratio आर concept ता बुझंतु कोनोसी भी बैंक से तारो कंप्लीट जो अर्निंग अछि तारो किछि परसेंटेज ऑफ मनी को गोटे लिक्विफाइड कैश को गोटे अनलिक्विफाइड एसेट थ्रू रे कन्वर्ट करिवो so according to the SLR format आजिका डेट रे जितला हमर SLR 15 रु 16% जेटा मु 18% देखौची सेटा 2020-22 रो स्टैटिस्टिक्स बट आजिका डेट रे मु लास्ट टू लास्ट वीक बदे पढिबा गोटे देखुतिली दैट वाज लाइक 15 पॉइंट समथिंग अछि so इटा आपनकर SLR वैरी करची 15% रु 35% भितरे त माने whatever extra whatever reserve cash was there with the bank से cash reserve रखि परिबोनी बैंक से कोन करबो ना ताको गोटे एसेट रे कन्वर्ट करबो से बट को प्रकार एसेट रे कन्वर्ट करबो जोटा कि इंस्टेंटली कन्वर्ट हे परथिबो लिक्विफाइड कैश को जेमति आपण नै जानतु प्रीशियस गोल्ड मेटल डायमंड एगुडा रे आपण किनि की रखि दोचंदी या तो फिर लैंड किनि की रखि दोचंदी गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी प्रोडक्ट्स किनि की रखि दोचंदी ताहले आपणकर जो गोटे सर्टेन अमाउंट रो मनीटा सेटा आपण कन्वर्ट कर दोचंती गोटे पर्टिकुलर एसेट को जोटा कि बैंक निज पाखरे रखुची ना एटा काहे की रखुची बैंक आको बहुत टाइम रे दिस पर्टिकुलर कांसेप्ट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज टाइम लायबिलिटी माने जत्ते बेले लायबिलिटी हे जिवो बैंक रो बैंक सेत्ते बेले पैसाटा को यूज करिवो टू केम आउट फ्रॉम दैट लायबिलिटी से पैसाटा को एसेट को convert karibo into the liquefied cash and then use then came to the bank rate policy now what is the ideal bank rate policy for India so ami jette bele gote Indian population katha कहूछु we are not having a huge amount of earning ami Indian population गोटे बहुत huge amount ro earning करि पारु नहंती कोन पे करि पारु नहंती because our scenario was not allowing our socio economic status was very minimum low our economical enhancement बेसी होउनी neither poverty rate रो डिल्यूशंस होची हमर poverty rate तो बढ़ी चलची जोठी हमें कहबा कि एतरे रिडक्शन होबा कथा डिल्यूशंस होबा कथा नो poverty rate बढ़ी जाउची जदि आपण वर्ल्ड poverty index देखिबे सेतरे लास्ट 5-10 वर्ष हलानी poverty rate बढ़ुची unemployment rate बढ़ुची unemployment indexes रे आमे आउरी खसी जाउचो जत्ते तळकु तळक आपण खसिबे ता माने एटा बढ़ुची एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी कमी जाउची जो हमें कहूनु कि कौन फिजिकल केवल हमर हेल्थ इंडस्ट्री इंडेक्स रे हमें ग्रो करछु एजुकेशनल इंडेक्सेस रे ग्रो नाही एटा स्टेबिलिटी रे रहि जेछि त एटा फॉल डाउन करूछु बहुत टाइम रे सो ए सब हमें देखि किना कोन जानि परछु दैट आर इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम हमर सोशल सिस्टम इट वाज नॉट राइट नाउ अपग्रेडेड सिस्टम it may upgraded nahi somehow it was been falling down सो जेतले एगुडा सब फॉल डाउन होची ता माने कोन हमर पर कैपिटा इनकम भी फॉल डाउन करिछि जदि आपण देखिबे लास्ट 5 इयर्स रे, बट द इंडियन नेशनल इनकम इंक्रीजेस, fine. So when Indian national income increases, but the people are become more poor, जो मैंने गरीब थिले से बेसी गरीब हो जाउछन, जो मैंने एवरेज अर्नर थिले से गरीब हो जाउछंती, ता माने कोन गोटे पर्टिकुलर रिच कैटेगरी ऑफ पीपल अछंती जो मन पर बहुत पैसा अछि, सेति बे हमर नेशनल इनकम वाज not falling down, but individual income per head value fall down. So आपण मन बुझी पड़छंती तो?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, केते जन पिला छन कहि आपण मन कर जे कुड खाट किछि नहीं कथबर्ता? समस्त आज
33.
हां आज कोन गुड गुड हेकिना बसचन समस्ते. Okay, so when we're talking about this particular system, ame jetla ei system dekhuchu, ame not audible ki कहूची रे मा किछि
Yes, ma'am.
सुनी, ame not audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are audible, but Miss Sonalika, ma'am, wants to tell you something, but she is not audible.
तांकर हां सोनालिका, you are not at all audible. बिल्कुल भी कौन तमे क्वेश्चन पचारल कि तमे कौन डिस्कशन करिया चाहूचो, आई थिंक इंटरनेट टा टिके चेक करो, बिल्कुल भी सुभिलानी, फाइन. ओके, so came back to our bank rate system. So seeing all this particular scenario, what the bank has to be taken as a very strong step. Bank जदि तार interest rate in terms of saving deposits, RD deposits, or whatever the different kind of savings जदि थे bank rate ता बढ़ीबो, टिके ताको कम करिवो, ताहले people will definitely try to submit money or save money in the different kind of deposit system. आउ बैंक रो लोन नबाको भी लोक निहाती चाहिए, बट इंडियन सिनेरियो रे एटा होबा बहुत डिफिकल्ट. आज का डेट रे बैंक जदि इंटरेस्ट कहउचंदी बहुत हाई इंटरेस्ट नउची इन टर्म्स ऑफ लोन, एंड जदि अपन सेविंग रेट्स कहउचंदी सेविंग रेट्स वाज नॉट वेरी अप्रिशिएबल. सेति में बहुत लोक अछंदी जो माने कि आज के डेट रे टिके सामान्य टिके प्रॉफिट अर्न करिया पई कि म्यूचुअल फंड रे इन्वेस्टमेंट कहउचंदी रादर देन सेविंग इन द बैंक. So जो बैंक रो सेविंग ता डिक्रीज करी करी जाउची, which is not good. Even in people right now do not want to take loan from bank. आपण ओपन मार्केट रो लोक पैसा उठाउचंती, कारण ओपन मार्केट रे आपण डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फैसिलिटीज पाउचंती. बैंक रे लोन नबा को भी बहुत रेस्ट्रिक्शंस रहिछि इंडिया रे, जेंति कि आपण गोटे पर्सनल लोन नबा चाहउचंती. इफ समवन इज डू नॉट हैव एनी जॉब, any kind of social security, he could not apply for a पर्सनल लोन. हाँ गोटे लिमिटेशन रोची, बैंक भी देखु जदि चाकरीटा अछि, चाकरी रो सैलरी अकाउंट रु से तार ईएमआई हिसाब रे तार लोन टा को रिपेमेंट करि दोची, बट जा पाखरे किछि नै से रिपेमेंट करिवो केमति, सेति पई कि पर्सनल लोन बहुत लोक अवेल करै परिबे नाही. आउ कोन केमते लोन टा अवेल करै परचन, जोटा कि आपण मॉर्गेज वाला लोन अछि, जे कोनोसी प्रकार लोन जोटा थ्रू रे आपण मॉर्गेज थ्रू रे नोचन, सेटा इजीली अवेलेबल रहउची. So bank rate policy has to be decreased in the loan system to enhance the supply of money, creation of credit. Volume of credit must be increases with this. Jadi आपण fixed deposit rate or saving deposit rates, any kind of saving deposit rates has to be increased. Then also people will make investment in it. तापर last होची credit selling. Now, what is credit selling? RBI issues prior information or direction that loans to the commercial bank will be given to the certain limit. In case of a commercial bank will be tight in advancing loan to the basic publics. And they will allocate loan to a limited sectors, a few, credit selling agricultural sector advances, priority sector lending. So ମୁଁ just ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ 2 minute ପୂର୍ବରୁ କହୁଥିଲି bank କଣ କରେ ନା ବହୁତ restrictions ପକାଇ while he was offering loan, while he was offering credit. କଣ ପାଇଁ କି because ବହୁତ time ରେ କଣ ହୁଏ ନା ଲୋକ credit ରେ ନିଅନ୍ତି but they are unable to pay back the amount. ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ pay back କରିବାକୁ ବହୁତ difficulties face ସେମାନେ କରନ୍ତି, ବହୁତ time ରେ pay back କରିପାରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ. So seeing this particular situation, the bank has put lots of barriers for the people. जो barriers through रे लोक माने जदि avail करै परछन्ती loan नेबे, otherwise they will cannot availing loan for themselves. So this loan system was have a limit to, it is only because repayment system जोगु एटा पड़िछि. हाँ गोटिए सेक्टर अछि जोटा कि एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर रे दिस क्रेडिट सेलिंग टिके liberal kahinki because eta agricultural sector, and when we talking about agricultural sector, it is very essential that each and every particular जो चाषीटे अच्छी फार्मरटे अच्छी सी विभिन्न प्रकार लोन अवेल करै पारु एग्रीकल्चरल बैंक रु, जेमति कि फर्टिलाइजर लोन टुवर्ड्स लैंड फर्टिलिटी, लोन टुवर्ड्स farming, cropping, pesticide distribution, buying of seeds. एथरे आपण टिके लिबर्टी पाइबे लोन सेक्टर रो, जेहेतु इट वाज एग्रीकल्चरल एंड एग्रीकल्चरल लोन रे बहुत बड़ सब्सिडी आसे WTO तरफ रु, वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तरफ रु बहुत सब्सिडाइज्ड लोन्स आसे. सो सेति पे कि एटी क्रेडिट सेलिंग हबाटा इजी. Now came to the next concept that was called your fiscal policy concept. Now जेमति कि मो फर्स्ट क्लास रे भी गोटे सिंपल डिस्क्रिमिनेशंस करिथिली और डिफरेंशिएशन करथिली मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी एंड फिस्कल पॉलिसी रे. सो मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी तो हमें पढिलु, फिस्कल पॉलिसी कोन बुझो आमे जे फिस्कल पॉलिसी डिस्कशन करूछु. दिस पर्टिकुलर फिस्कल word came from the word FRIX, which is a very popular word. FRIX माने कोन? FRIX माने हला public treasury or public fund. So तार असुची कोन? फिस्कल पॉलिसी. सो फिस्कल पॉलिसी हला कोन? फिस्कल पॉलिसी हला पब्लिक रो जो फंड ता ऊपर सरकार कर पॉलिसी. पब्लिक फंड कहले कोन? जेमति कि जस्ट आज सखाळे मोर बहुत अर्ली निद भांगला तो मु एंती स्क्रॉल कला को गोटे न्यूज असुची. Someone, a journalist was saying that right now government was not focusing to education system, not focusing to literacy, not focusing to the skill enhancement, not focusing to the creation of employability, but focusing to to certain kind of big fish of India जो मानन कि विभिन्न प्रकार फैसिलिटीज दिया जाउची. तादरे गोटे से एग्जांपल कहला in 2023 23 और 22 रे जे आपण मानकर बे के जे माने इन्वेस्टमेंट करूथबे मन थिबो LIC तार IPOs ओपन करथले. इवन आई हैव इन्वेस्टेड इन LIC. मु काहे सेटा देखिली, सेटा रीजन हला मु भी LIC रे सेतले IPO रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करथिली, बट आज पर्यंत से IPO गोटे पैसा रो बढ़ू नाही. बट सेते बेले जियो पई कि सरकार LIC रो गोटे ह्यूज फंड जियो को दिया हैची. LIC is a corporation and corporation is under the Parliament Act. कोनोसी भी corporation गोटे Parliament Act थ्रू रे आसिकिना गोटे corporation तयारी होची. सो सेति पे कि तादरे गवर्नमेंट रो इन्वॉल्वमेंट बहुत अधिक रहउची कोनोसी corporation रे. सो LIC रे जो IPOs खुलाई थिला जोटा कि सरकारंकर गवर्नमेंट सिक्युरिटी थ्रू रे खुलाई थिला. एंड जेहेतु सरकार गवर्नमेंट सिक्युरिटी थ्रू रे खुलाई थिला तो मो मन अछि मु भी इन्वेस्टमेंट करची. ता परटे मु जेबे भी चेक करे से LIC रो से प्रोडक्ट बॉडी नी, इट वाज लाइक 1% 2% फॉल डाउन रे चलची. सो मु आगुर भी जानी थिली कि एटा जियो रे इन्वेस्टमेंट हिची, बट एते ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी व्हिच इज अ पब्लिक मनी दैट वाज इन्वेस्टेड इन जियो. Fine. So that was some particular steps that government should not take. तो ये जो पॉलिसीज आम कहूँ जो गवर्नमेंट फंड्स कहूँ फंड्स कहार गवर्नमेंट रो नुहे इट वाज द फंड ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल पर्सन लाइक वी आमे जितले इन्वेस्टमेंट करूँ गवर्नमेंट रे आमे जितले टैक्सेस दउचु आमे जितले लाइसेंसिंग पे पैसा दउचु आमे जितले हेलमेट पिंधिनु या तो फिर हमर व्हीकल नंबर टा नुआ व्हीकल नंबर आसीनी एचएसआर नंबर आसीनी ସେଥିପାଇଁ କି ଆମେ ପେନାल्टी भरुचु या तो फिर आमे गोटे जोनिंग परमिट भूल रे नहीं जाइचु ता पई पेनाल्टी भरुचु से जो अर्निंग होची सेटा गवर्नमेंट पाखु जाउची से पैसा so that is how the government was making revenue fine that is how government was making revenue it is our money so government ro fiscal policy कहूची you know while fiscal policy is the ratio between government income and expenditure and it is all about not government money it was the revenue means it was amaro basic lokonkar paisa jota government pakku jauchi now fiscal policy refers to the use of government spending and taxes policy to influence economic condition especially macroeconomic conditions including aggressive demand for the product and services employment inflation economic growth etc here the major purpose of this particular fiscal policy to make stabilize in the economy. This particular policy measure frequently the tandem of with the monetary policy to achieve these macroeconomical goals. Now, what are the macroeconomical goals of India? Macroeconomical goals call economic development, development in poverty index, development in educational efficiency, that was development in the employment index so इटारे हमें कुछ macro economical goal को satisfy करिया पई कि हमें fiscal policy रो use करूछु macro economic कहले broader sense of economy means सब बेले मन रखथांतो जोठी हमर डेवलपमेंट हबो जेमति कि इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन इज रिक्वायर्ड डेवलपमेंट इन एजुकेशन हेल्थ केयर जोटा बेसिक यूटिलिटी हमें कहूछु तादरे जदी डेवलपमेंट हबो development of creating more and more private ho government ho public sector ho organizations and company create kariba so that was called macroeconomic goal and fiscal policy ra kama hala sabu re sabu karibo so that's why government was time to time make changes in the tax slab to get more and more money ethro kon hela na jehetu government upare bahut pressure hela government reduces the tax slab that is up till 12 lakhs ता माने आपनकर जदी 12 lakh ऊपर को अर्निंग होची ताहले आपण टैक्सेस भरिबे बट गोटे टाइम रे एई गवर्नमेंट 3 लाख टंका भी टैक्स करथिला 4 लाख टंका भी करथिला ता माने जहार इयरली अर्निंग 4 lakhs रो ऊपर को हेतु से गोटे 15% और 20% नॉमिनल अमाउंट रो टैक्स पे करथिला पुणे एई गवर्नमेंट 12 लाख कर देला सो डिपेंडिंग हां 2.5 लाख थिला करेक्ट नहीं झियो मानकर 3 लाख ना केते थिला
हां हां झियो मान हां वुमेन्स ପାଇଁ 3
फॉर वुमेन इट वाज 3 lakhs फॉर मेल इट वाज 2.5 लाख सुनंतु पेइंग जदी वन जेमति हमर गोटे नारा थिला जीएसटी जेतले स्टार्ट हैला बाय द गवर्नमेंट इट वाज सेज वन कंट्री वन टैक्स said that was happens in UAE happens in Middle East that was happens in UK that was happened in Japan that was happened in China so if someone was paying a government paying a salary tax on salary he has not to pay any other kind of tax आपण दी UAE जिबे UAE रे जदी आपण salary रे tax pay करूचंती then if you buy a car you did not have to pay tax if you buy any kind of grocery you need not have to pay tax seta kette bele possible jetale 100% population is employed which is there in USA and all sorry apankara UAE and all seta 100% population helle tax payer almost 100% so jetale samaste tax payer jetiki loko boli gale semane sabu helle kono na BPL category जो माने एपीएल कैटेगरी समस्त टैक्स देले जो माने बीपीएल कैटेगरी से माने के टैक्स देलेनी सो दैट परसेंटेज ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इज 5% or 10% or less than that ସେମାନେ ପ୍ରାୟୋରିଟି ରେ ଆସିଲେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେଠି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ କଣ କରୁଛି ନା वन टैक्स फॉर्मेट करिछि एंड समस्तंग सैलरी रो टैक्स जदि कटिगला then you need not have to pay any other kind of tax so that was called one nation one tax एठी हमें कोन करूछु ना हमें सैलरी ऊपर टैक्स दोछु गाड़ी किनुछु ता ऊपर टैक्स दोछु लाइसेंस करछु ता ऊपर टैक्स दोछु इंश्योरेंस करछु गाड़ी पई मु खाली गोटे व्हीकल पई कहूची व्हीकल रो इंश्योरेंस करछु ता ऊपर टैक्स दोछु इंश्योरेंस पर आसीगला कोन आपनकर जदि आपण कोनोसी भी जिंस चेंज करूचंदी गाड़ी रो लाइक मिरर चेंज करूचंदी आपण टिके डैमेज हे जेछि ताको ता ऊपर भी टैक्स पे करूचंदी गाड़ी रोड रे चलाउचन सेति पे भी टैक्स पे करूचंदी सो देयर आर n number of taxes we are paying n number of taxes हमें बहुत टाइम रे जानि भी परनु ता पे टैक्स पे कर दोछु सो एमिति हेले कोन होबो ना इट वाज समथिंग लाइक यू नो burden on the general public जोटा कि हबा कथा नुही burden हबा कथा नुही taxation is good you know making 12 lakh rupees as a tax slab it was a slab to government so एटा गोटे गवर्नमेंट निजो को निजो स्लैब करची कारण 12 लाख ऊपर कई आपण टैक्स रो रेट टा कमे दोनांती जो माने 5 लाख टंका कि 10 लाख टंका रोजगार करचंदी से गोटे नॉमिनल 3% रो टैक्स तो गोटे 4% रो टैक्स तो कोन असुविधा अछि फाइन बट आपण वन टैक्स वन नेशन वन टैक्स फॉर्मेट कर दियंतु सो सब जिंस आमे जानलु वर्ष को भाई मो सैलरी एति की मोर एति की टंका टैक्स कटि गला देन आई नीड नॉट हैव टू पे टैक्स ऑन यू नो मिल्क आई डू नॉट हैव टू गिव टैक्स ऑन माय व्हीकल्स आ मु कोथरे टैक्स देबिनी so indian you know fiscal policy indian taxation policy are very critical and when it is very critical आमे जानी जनरल पब्लिक पई जो टैक्सेशन फॉर्मेट को जानिबा ही इट वाज अ रियल चैलेंज इट्स अ रियल चैलेंज एंड ड्यू टू दिस टैक्सेशन फॉर्मेट ड्यू टू दिस अनफिनिश्ड फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग रिगार्डिंग टेकिंग यू नो रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम द आउट ऑफ द जनरल पब्लिक सब बेले देखिबो जनरल पब्लिक इज इन अ यू नो स्ट्रगलिंग कंडीशन ए सब रे आमे टैक्सेस जो दोचु ए दोचु से दोचु सब थरे आमे स्ट्रगल करूचु and it will create more aggressive demand or increase aggressive demand for goods and services and due to unemployability the inflation increases and economic growth slow down किंतु fiscal policy रो काम हला कोन ना macro economical condition रे increase करेबो ता माने कोन aggressive demand for goods and services increase हेबो employability बढ़िबो inflation control रे रहिबो and economic growth बढ़िबो then only we say that fiscal policy is 100% utilizable then stability in economy kette bele asibo jette bele more and more people make their you know tax pay in a very easy way jodi bahut loko tax pay karibe ताले ही सरकारंकर रेवेन्यू जनरेट हबो and that revenue will use by the sarkar by to the different socio-economic activities for the different like amaro maximum paisa India re kothre jauchi taxation that was you know defense रे जाउची आर्म्स रे किनारे जाउची डिफेंस सर्विसेज रे जाउची जदि बहुत लोक टैक्स देबे then the deficit format never came now what is the objective of fiscal policy objective kochi attainment of the full employment price stability accelerating the rate of economic development then we have optimum allocation of resources then economic stability capital formation of growth so objective of the fiscal policy are those kon kochi first one attainment pila mane gote minute okay attainment of the full employment so ajika date re economic socio economic development is depending upon the employment, and if the employment is full, then definitely the fiscal policy ro gote major objective ta fulfill hejo. But ajika date re apan dekutbe maximum layover chalchi, like ame sabudina tv re dekhuchu TCS is making 15,000 layover, Amazon is making 5,000 layover man lokongu bahar kar daba. तापरे से कौन कर गोटे गोटे कॉलेज को जाई कैंपस ड्राइव करकिना इयरली 7 lakhs और 8 lakhs पैकेज रे नुआ ट्रेनी मान को जॉइन कर दउचंदी, सो दैट जो माने लेवल 2 लेवल 3 मैनेजर थिबे जो मानकर मासिक दरमा लाख टंका ऊपर गइतो से मान को ये तो 2 लाख ऊपर गइतो से मान को बाहर कर दियो 50-60 हजार रे नुआ लोक को जॉइन करो. सो देयर इज नो इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ वाज बीइंग certainly find out with this. Price stability. Fiscal policy measures deployed to control the inflation tendency of the economy by making price stability. एपर्यंत आमे देखुनु price stability. Price stability माने कोन? Price stability माने धर आपनकर कोनोसी भी प्रोडक्ट कमोडिटी हे गला तार प्रोडक्ट रो प्राइस ता ना बढ़िबो बेसी ना कमिबो बेसी सेतिकी रहइबो जेतिकी लोक अफोर्ड करि परिबे किनिया पई. But it was not possible in India because we have a population growth. So adra amaro price ro instability hi rahuchi. Acceleration or accelerating the growth of economic development, and acceleration kete bele haba apankar jete bele maximum people got employment and seman nijero per capita income increase karuchanti, consumption ability increase karuchanti, and taxation format re enter karikina government ko paisa dauchanti, and in that way acceleration of rate of economic development can be even be possible. Then optimum allocation of resources. Optimum allocation means what? Upon nijendo upon ko ghare gote resource achi that was called solar machine or solar panel. Upon a solar panel ko setiki hi use karibe jetiki abasyakata achi, that was called optimum. ताकू unnecessary use करिबेनी. So fiscal policy कहूची गवर्नमेंट रो जेतिकी allocation allocated resources अछि ताकू भी particularly बहुत very carefully use करिबे so that optimum आपण use करिबे with the and rest you have to keep for the future. Economic stability only can possible if your government income increases in worse of the expenditure. Capital formation and growth, it is also very essential and important point to discuss in fiscal policy. Capital formation माने कोन? पैसा क्रिएट करिवो. कहा पे पैसा क्रिएट करा जिवो ना जो कॉर्पोरेशन हाउसेस अछंती, जो माने इंडस्ट्रीज अछंती, जो माने नुआ प्रोजेक्ट को आनिया को चाहुचंती, नुआ प्रोजेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट करियो चाहुचंती, ता धीरे सरकार एंड जनरल लोकन को इन मोटिवेट करिवो कि आपण माने इन्वेस्टमेंट करंतु. So investment kole creation of capital hobo, and that was how the industrial growth, corporation growth besi jaldi and very rapid way re hobo. Now what are the tools for fiscal policy regulation? The tools are government spending, transfer payment and taxes. Government spending component of fiscal policy, that was government receipt, government expenditure and public account. एई तीनटा कंपोनेंट पढिले हम जानि परबा फिस्कल पॉलिसी रो कामो केमती होची. तो इट इज गवर्नमेंट रिसीप्ट्स. गवर्नमेंट रिसीप्ट्स हला the government income in forms of taxes, interest, then earning on the investment, earning of the receipts. एगुडा सब हला कोन ना गवर्नमेंट रो रिसीप्ट. गवर्नमेंट जहा पाउची केते प्रकार रिसीप्ट करूची गवर्नमेंट ना दी प्रकार करूची. गोटे रेवेन्यू रिसीप्ट करूची, गोटे कैपिटल रिसीप्ट करूची. रेवेन्यू रिसीप्ट कोन देखंतु, रेवेन्यू रिसीप्ट दी प्रकार रे आछी. गोटे आछी टैक्सेशन नॉन टैक्स फॉर्मेट और टैक्सेशन फॉर्मेट. टैक्सेशन फॉर्मेट रे आपण माने जानथिबे जेंति डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेशन फॉर्मेट रे हमर रेवेन्यू जनरेट होची. नॉन टैक्स फॉर्मेट रे कोन आछुची, नॉन टैक्स फॉर्मेट रे आछुची डिविडेंड ऑन इंटरेस्ट, जेंति कि गवर्नमेंट सिक्यूरिटी प्रोडक्ट रे आपण जदी इन्वेस्टमेंट करछन तादरे जो डिविडेंड आछुची सेस आछुची. आपण अदर रिसीप्ट्स आछुची जोनिंग परमिट, लाइसेंस, फाइन, पेनाल्टी, ए सबु रे जो पैसा आछुची सेडाला नॉन. आई एम गोइंग फास्ट बट एटा हला आपनकर नॉन टैक्सेशन फॉर्मेट. कैपिटल रिसीप्ट कोन? एटा हला रेवेन्यू रिसीप्ट. कैपिटल रिसीप्ट हला जते बेले हम इन्वेस्टमेंट करूछु ऑन लायबिलिटीज ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट to induce it is turn into the asset. जेमति कि आपण नै जानतो गवर्नमेंट रो फिस्कल डेफिसिट ही गला फिस्कल डेफिसिट माने गवर्नमेंट अर्निंग कम एक्सपेंडिचर अधिका ता द्वारा डेफिसिट फॉर्मेट रे आसी जाईची डेफिसिट फॉर्मेट रे आसी गले संग संग गवर्नमेंट कोन करबो तारो सिक्योरिटी प्रोडक्ट्स को ओपन कर देबो आरबीआई थ्रू रे हम माने इन्वेस्टमेंट कर दो ता माने कोन ता लायबिलिटी रे हम इन्वेस्टमेंट करलु सो ता द्वारा गवर्नमेंट रो कैपिटल टा इंक्रीज करिवो कैपिटल रिसीप्ट्स हबो नाउ गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर कोन एटा हमर रिसिप्ट फॉर्मेट गला गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर कोन ना दी प्रकार गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर वन इज रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर सेकंड वन इज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर कोन रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर हला मैं गोटे वर्ष भितरे जो प्रकार शॉर्ट टर्म एक्सपेंडिचर्स करूछु फॉर द करेंट लायबिलिटी फॉर द करेंट पीरियड ताको हमें रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर कहूछु ता माने ए वर्षर रेवेन्यू जहा एई वर्षर आमे सेई रेवेन्यू को नेकी इन्वेस्टमेंट करूछु जेमति कि कंस्ट्रक्शन यू नो हॉस्पिटल रे आपण इन्वेस्टमेंट करछन किछिटा एजुकेशन रे इन्वेस्टमेंट करछन किछि आपण रिपेयर मेंटेनेंस रे जोटा कि शॉर्ट टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट रिपेयर मेंटेनेंस रे करछन रिकरिंग रे करछन एम्प्लॉइज रो सैलरी वेज रे जो एनहांसमेंट करछन यूटिलिटी रेंट प्रॉपर्टी टैक्सेस एथरे जो आपणकर यू नो expenditure होची that was called revenue expenditure capital expenditure कोन माने revenue expenditure कोड आसिला revenue receipts रु आसिला taxation format non taxation format रु आसिला सेमती आमे जेते capital expenditure कहूछु capital receipts रु आसिला एटी capital expenditure कोठी होची ना purchasing of long term assets buying fixed asset merger acquisition physical assets equipments जोगुडा सरकार को थ्रू रे होची सेटा को हमें कहूछु capital expenditure fine then next one is what is public account ame 3 number point ko asiba what is public account of or public debt public account or public debt hela jete bele government is merely acting as a bank tane flow of transaction from public to the government according to the article 266 subsection 2 of the Constitution of India, it says that it accounts for flow of those transactions where the government is merely acting as a bank. Example, provident fund, small savings, etc. एटी आमे जेतले provident fund रे पैसा लगाउछु सेटा हमरो सरकारंग पाखकु जाउछि एटा हला public debt. Small savings रे investment करछु एटा सरकारंग पाखकु पैसा जाउछि. So एटा हला कोन creation of money through the public debt or public inflow of money. ए पर्यंत बुझी परलो पिला माने ए पर्यंत बुझी परले
Yes, ma'am.
ओके सो
Yes, ma'am.
थैंक यू सो मु आपण मानकर जो फिस्कल डेफिसिट ता अछि सेटा नोट्स देई देबी बट मु सेटा ऑफलाइन क्लास रे पढेबी आमे नाउ वी विल मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी एटलीस्ट आज इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी ता आमे आरंभ करतबा कारण जेते कोन एटर कोन के वी इज अ वेरी वास्ट आदरे बहुत जिंस अछि पढिबा को एंड आम पाखरे ओनली यू नो ऑनलाइन रे 8टा क्लास अछि सो जेते के मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट आई विल कवर जहा रही गला ताको ऑफलाइन क्लास बिकॉज़ आई नो ऑफलाइन क्लास रे समस्त आपण माने आसी परिबेनी तो ऑफलाइन क्लास रे मु किछिटा पोर्शन रखबी जोटा कि आपण माने पढी कि मु भाबुची बुझी देई पारिबे नोट्स थ्रू रे फाइन सो what is industrial policy and why industrial policy is required amara jemti we all know that we got our freedom in the year of 1947 it is way back like 50 years back and in that time we do not have money to run our you know whole India because ame sange sang you know swadhina hoichu that to be with a fight with a most powerful country in the world like Britishers they are very powerful in that time so ame setebale tangotu freedom paithilu and we do not have a you know single industry in India ame prayatah jo industries thila sabu jako suppressed by the Britishers thila आ जेतले ब्रिटिशर्स हमको छाडी के गले setebale these are like unfunctioning condition रे थिला these you know industries are still was there but it was not in an active condition it was not purposefully giving you a benefit from that phase to today's industrial revolution India has made lots of you know effort or India has implemented lots of effort to bring from that particular phase to this particular phase and that is what called the revolution of Indian industrial scenario, क्रांति in industry, आमर विभिन्न प्रकार क्रांति रही हरित क्रांति आमे जेमती कहूछु that was called agricultural revolution, सेमती इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन को भी आमे इंडस्ट्रियल क्रांति कहूछु, जोटा कि डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एरा रे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वे रे आसीची। मु गोटे ब्रीफिंग खाली करूछु। देखो इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी इन इंडिया स्टार्टेड द रेवोल्यूशन ऑफ इंडस्ट्री इन द ईयर ऑफ 1948। 47 रे हमें हमरो फ्रीडम पाउछु। सरकार 48 रे फर्स्ट इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन आणुचंती। Second industrial revolution came in 1956, where introduction of IPR hochi, intellectual property right. Fine. So government was proposefully introduced this IPR in 1956. Then third revolution hochi, industrial policy statement in the 1977. Fourth industrial development or changes asuchi in the year of 1990. 1980 आजिका डेट रे हमें जो इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी पढुचो ताको हमें कहूचो न्यू इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी 1991. फाइन. देन इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी आल्सो चेंज थ्रू द कंपनी एक्ट in a certain way in the year of 2013. So ita hame kon पढिबा हमें इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी रे पढिबा 98 रे कोन प्रपोजफुली काहे कि इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी और कोन फोकस पॉइंट थिला, 1956 रो कोन फोकस पॉइंट थिला, 77 रो फोकस पॉइंट कोन थिला, 80 रो फोकस पॉइंट कोन थिला, and how it was now 1991 focus point. So in the next class we will talk about all this industrial policy. So the industrial policy is a policy which implemented by the government of India to enhance the economic condition of the country through the industrial enhancement or industrial progress or industrial development. It is very simple. So it is government ro काम हला कोन ना industries को encourage करिबो for the sustainability and growth, and also simultaneously enhance or encourage the general public to make investment in the industry so that the industry should not be fall under the sick condition. Fine. It is industrial policy. Then objective of industrial policy kon rahuchi to maintain the speedy growth in productivity, to create more employment for the opportunity in India, utilize the available human resource in a better way, to accelerate the growth process of the country through different means, and to match the level of international standard and competitiveness. Egudala apankara basic objective of industrial policy. Very easy to understood. First one kochi जदि आपण के इंडस्ट्रीज ग्रो करिवो ताले प्रोडक्टिविटी भी ग्रो करिवो। जत्ते प्रोडक्टिविटी ग्रो करिवो कोन हबो आपनकर कमर्शियल मार्केट रे अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट अधिका हबो। जते अवेलेबिलिटी अधिका हबो सेते प्राइस रे फॉल डाउन आपण देखिबे। तो सेकंड कोची टू क्रिएट मोर एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज। सो एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज आल्सो इंक्रीजेस इफ इंडस्ट्रीज इंक्रीजेस। जते इंडस्ट्री बढ़िबो आपनकर एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी opportunity of employment increases. Utilize the available human resource in a better way. जदि आपण को भलो innovative high tech industries अछि ताले जो आपण को लोक माने available अछि human resource or human power, they could able to invest themselves in the industries for the betterment. Next कोची to accelerate the progress of the country. So आमे जेमति देखु जो progress of the country तो it was symbolized with these changes of year. आमे जो revolutions देखु जो definitely जदि revolutions of then country रा different progress of in means, and the level of international standard and competitiveness also increases. Got it? So in the next class we will talk about industrial policy changes, revolution, and what is the impact of these revolutions towards the economic development. Question. Otherwise, we will stop the class and wait for the next teacher.
Ma'am, SLR टिके आउथरे बुझाई देबे की?
SLR hela statutory liquidity ratio, which is called as your जेमति कि नै जानतो गोटे पर्टिकुलर बैंक रो जति कि रेवेन्यू रहूची से सब जाक लिक्विफाइड कैश रे रखि परिबो नाही। से टोटल रेवेन्यू रो 15 रु 35% So on basis of the decision was made by RBI, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଧର ଏଥରକ 17% ଅଛି, 14% ଅଛି, 15% ଅଛି, ଯେତିକି percentage ଅଛି, ଯେମିତି CRR ର percentage was decided by RBI, ସେମିତି SLR percentage ବି decided by RBI. ତାର lower ହେଲା 15%, higher ହେଲା 35%. ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କର total revenue ର ଯେତିକି percentage ଥିବ, like 15% ଅଛି, ଆପଣ ସେଇ 15% ଟାକୁ convert କରିବେ କୋଉଥିରେ ନା precious metal, gold, bonds, government security products ସେଗୁଡା କିଣିକିନା ତ convert କରିବେ. So ବେଳେ these assets are not used for a longer time period if the company, the bank was not in depression. ଯେତେବେଳେ bank depression condition ରେ ରହୁଛି, ତାପରେ ପଇସା ନାହିଁ, या तो फिर liabilities बहुत ଅଧିକା ରହିଯାଉଛି, ସେତେବେଳେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ କଣ କରୁଛି, ଏଇ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉଟା କି accepted liquefied, ତା ମାନେ ବହୁତ accepted liquefied assets ମାନେ କଣ, immediate ଯୋଉଟା liquefied ହେଇଯିବ. So ଏଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର immediate liquefied ହେଲା ଭଳିଆ ଜିନିଷରେ ଆପଣ investment କରିଛନ୍ତି as a bank. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର liabilities ହେଇଯାଉଛି ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କର, ସିଏ କଣ କରିବ ନା instantly ସେ RBI ଠୁ ପଇସା ଆଣିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରିସିୟସ୍ ମେଟାଲରେ କନଭର୍ଟ କରି ପଇସା ରଖିଛନ୍ତି, या तो फिर ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ କିଣିଛନ୍ତି, ୟାକୁ ଆପଣ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଲିକ୍ୱିଫାଇଡ୍ କ୍ୟାଶ୍ କରିଦେବେ. ଲିକ୍ୱିଫାଇଡ୍ କ୍ୟାଶ୍ରେ କନଭର୍ଟ କରିଦେଇକି ସେ ପଇସାଟାକୁ ଲାଇବିଲିଟିରେ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବେ. So that's why it is called time liability. This particular product is also called as, or SLR is called as time liability. ଯେତେବେଳେ କମର୍ସିଆଲ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କର ଲାଇବିଲିଟି ହବ, ସେଇଟାକୁ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବ. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next class କାହାର ଅଛି ରାଜି? ED ଅଛି? MIS?
MIS.
Okay, okay, okay. ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ସେପଟେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସେମିଷ୍ଟର କ୍ଲାସଟା ଦେଖିବି. ଶୁଭଶ୍ରୀ, ତମକୁ ମୁଁ ହୋଷ୍ଟ କରିଦଉଛି, ତମେ ସାରଙ୍କୁ ହୋଷ୍ଟ କରିଦବ. Okay, ଶୁଭଶ୍ରୀ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you to
Thank
all
you,
of
ma'am.
you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. शुभश्री नहीं कि आज पोस्ट बनेब ना शेयर करियोनी
Good morning, sir. Sorry for the late, sir.
सॉरी नहीं समस्त भी टिके टिके इनके लेट हुए किसी असुविधा नहीं कर दे शेयरिंग कर ये कर माने जो होस्ट
Yes, sir. Host कर दो.
हाँ
Yes, sir. You are host now.
ओके एटी हम छाड़थिले बोधे प्रीवियस क्लास रे कंट्रोल इश्यूज स्क्रीन क्लियर अछि हेलो
Yes, sir.
हां स्क्रीन देखाउ तो
Yes, sir.
okay thank you so control issues we have already discussed about the security issues then control issues are there so control issues in information system refers to the lack of effective mechanisms to safeguard the data ensuring accuracy and manage the user actions so that is it is mainly the effective management of the system how you make a control over your information system. So you have to some sort of mechanisms used to make control over the system. For example, there is poor data integrity control, means checks to ensure data accuracy and consistency. Means if the data is not integrated with other constraints, then the result is always wrong. And if the result is wrong, then the decision will taken on that result is always wrong. So the ensure the data accuracy means accurate data should be entered into the system. For example, in a Tally software, you think, for example, we will think about a Tally software, accounting software. So the amount column is always received the amount. That is a numeric one. And it is in shape of Indian rupee, dollar, etc., etc., according to the configuration. So that accurate data, that is numeric data, should be entered in the amount column. If you will not enter the numeric data, you will enter the character data, then what happens? It will provide you error. And that data will not be integrated while you will make a report like profit loss account, balance sheet, etc. So data accuracy must be there and consistent data should be there. So decision made on faulty or corrupted data will be harmful to the organization. For that is another example, that is the duplicate or conflicting entries in a database due to input error. That is a poor data integrity control. Next. Then access control is also there. That is inadequate authentication. That is access control, which leads to loss to the organism. Unauthorized users can access, modify, or delete the data. If you will not provide the accurate security, that is, employees accessing restricted financial or HR records. They only meant for the employees only meant for see the report, not to enter data on HR. Yes. So that is access control. Who will access the database? Who will access the report? Who can enter the data? Who can process the data? So these are the access controls. That is control issue. Then backup and recovery procedures. No regular backup schedule or disaster recovery plan. Then there is a loss. So regular backup should be there to make the system perfect. Permanent data loss in case of system failure or cyber attack. So if there is a regular backup schedule or disaster recovery plan, then such type of loss can be avoided. So loss of critical data after a ransomware attack with no backup available. Loss of data means loss of the organization. So that is backup and recovery procedure is another control issue. Other control issues are there. So these three are mainly that is poor data integrity control, then access control and backup and recovery procedures are the main three control issues of our system, information system. Other issues are there like software changes, updates are also issues to be avoided by using some sort of mechanisms. When you change the software, you have to back up the data before changing the software. update may introduce bugs. You think when your system updates, take updates, automatically it will okay. So a system crash after an untested patch. You know, because you are not the software professionals, you might have not known that when a system updates, take updates, it receives some sort of patches, new patches from the net about that system. And when it updates, some data, some sort of operations of your system will make issue, provide an issue. So if untested patches are entered into your system, then the system may make a hamper of your performance. For example, I have a printer loaded in my system. For example, live example, more of a printer. I have a printer loaded in my system. When I update my Windows 11, then automatically the driver software of the printer is corrupted. Automatically, because the printer is out of the service from the HP. So that's why the driver software, which was loaded in earlier, become corrupted. And I have to again, after updating my system, I have to again load the driver software of the printer to be operated smoothly. So that is a software changes or updates error. That is another control issue. You have to take into account while you update your systems. The network and physical security controls are there. That is lack of firewall surveillance and access restriction, etc. So these are some issues. Also, control issues of the information system. Insufficient user training and awareness. If users are not trained to use the system, so you face some sort of issues also. So these are the control issues which can be addressed time to time to make your information system perfect. Yeah. So these are the control security and control issues of the information system. So measures for security and control issues. Already I have told you that access control mechanism are used, that is the strong password, multi-factor authentications or role-based access controls, etc. are to be taken or used. Use strong password means what do you think? That is already you think all of you, I think all of the bank passwords, bank internet banking, or you have a laptop, then you have to provide a password. Every time you think the password must be a minimum of 8 characters, having a capital letter, having a small letter, then having a numeric value, along with some special characters are there. So that is a strong password. if it will not take. Nowadays, all these things are to be addressed to make your system secure. So these are the access control mechanisms. So limit access only to authorized users or reducing changes of unauthorized data access. So that is the access control mechanism. Then firewalls and network security. So you have to use firewalls to make unauthorized access to your network by the hackers or unauthorized persons. So you have to use some sort of policies, enter the policies to inner firewall to make secure of your computer network. Then anti-malware or antivirus protection. That is another security and control measure. That is use of antivirus or anti-malware softwares to make your system secure. Then regular data backups. These are the issues. These are the measures. How you prevent your information system from these issues. You have to make a regular data backup system. Like you think that your mobile data is synchronized with your email, and your mobile data is always backed up in your email, Gmail, Google Drive. And when the Google Drive is full, then it will show that your drive is full. No backup is there. Always notifications are coming in your mobile. Then implementation of security policies. So establish formal security policies for data usage, email, password management, and some sort of security policies are to be provided, like backup policy. And that is, for example, you can take weekly backup, daily backup, monthly backup, or a scheduled backup. Like this, backup policies are there. Data usage, who can use the data, protect your database from the unauthorized users. So implement security policies for safeguard of your information system. So it provides guidelines for expected behavior and response to security incidents. That is the use of security policies. That is security and control issues are there. Then what are the measures of security and control issues? We have already completed this security issues, and control issues are there. That is the security issues. Security issue unauthorized access, malware, malicious software, use of malicious software, then denial of service or distributed denial of service attacks, data loss or leakage, then network security threats, then weak security configuration. These are the security issues. Insider threats means employees of your organization maybe become a threat. Then phishing is also there. That is fake emails, fake website, fake links. These are the phishing. Then some control issues are there, like poor data integrity control, then access control, backup and recovery control, network configuration control, software change, user training or awareness control. So these are the control issues of the information system. To safeguard from these issues or to address these issues, you have to take measures. That is the take measures for security and control issues. What you have to take? What type of measures you have to take? That is access control mechanism. Like access control mechanism means you have to use strong password. You have to make secure of your information system by providing strong password. Multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor means multiple factors to be taken into account while you have to access to the system. For example, in a bank, you see they have a user ID and password. The employees of the bank have a user ID and password. again, after the user ID and password, they have a biometric access control. Each employee put his finger or eye or face, retina checkup, etc. to enter their database. That he or she is a authenticate user or employee of the organization. Otherwise, it will not give him access. So that is the multi-factor authentication, not a single factor. Single factor is user ID and password, but multi-factor is more than one authentication is there. Then role-based access means what is his role? He can issue, he can debit the accounts of the customers, or he can only use the policies or used to open the passbooks, etc., etc. So another factor, that is the role base. What is his role and how what are to be provided to access to the system. So each and every database is secure, or information system is secure. So that is limit the access only to authorized user, reducing the chances of unauthorized data access. So that is a control mechanism. Clear? That is the main control mechanism of information system. Then other control mechanisms are there. There use firewalls or network security policies. Then use antivirus towards accessing the viruses, or towards protecting from the of your system from the viruses, malwares, etc. You have to use some sort of regular data backups, etc. Implement of security policies, like establish formal security policy for data usage, key use karibo, email usage of emails, password management, etc. Device usage, etc., etc. are the mechanisms used in information system. So this is all about your security and control issues and measures of information system. Then we will go for individual information system. So what are the information system in business? So in a business, you find different departments, and they are organized or connected to each other. They are connected to each other, or they are coordinated and work together towards the goal of the organization. Already I have told in first class that is a system is nothing but it is an integrated concept, interrelated concept, interconnected concept towards achieving the goal. So here we study about the information system in business, which refers to a coordinated set of components. It is a coordinated set of components that collect, process, store, and distribute information to support decision making, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization within an organization. So it is a single organization where you find the information system. And what is the role of information system? So it supports decision making, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization. Means reporting. Visualization means it will show the details. It provides a facility to analyze the data. It has control measures. Who will access the data? What is the who needs what type of data? That can also be provided. That is controlled. Then coordination means HR department is connected with the finance department is connected with the production operation department, etc., etc., etc. And all are the components of our business organization, which are used towards the goal for decision making, effective decision making for the organization. So that is a information system in business. So in a business organization, you find different information systems for different works, and they are coordinated, they are connected, they are interrelated to achieve the goal of the organization. And the information system provides information or the required data to different levels of management for effective decision making, for the future of the organization, for the smooth management of the organization. Clear? So it is a vital tool in modern businesses to enhance productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. So information system in business is a vital tool for the modern businesses, modern business processes. And what is the role of it? To enhance the productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness of the business organization. So first we will discuss about the individual business information system, that is information system in marketing. Clear? That is MKIS, marketing information system. So it refers to a tool, technology, and processes that help collect, analyze, and manage marketing data. So what are the marketing data? Anybody can tell? What are the marketing data? अरे पिलाने बुझी होजी?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Marketing data means customers data.
हाँ.
Customer and product related. Product related
data. That is the from market.
features of product like
Market research. From market research, you find some data that is marketing data, whether the product is good or bad, what is the lacuna in products, like this, or what is the how is the good rating system amar achi na, so that is a data. Rating nahi na gote star rating 3 point from 5 out of 5 you find 4.8, 4.5.
Customer feedback, sir.
Customer feedback.
Customer feedback.
So that is the marketing data. So in a marketing information system, it collects the data from the market. Market competitiveness is also there. Means similar products you see in Amazon or Flipkart or etc. You see that is the comparison between the similar product it will show. In Google you search similar products. That is, it is in Amazon, it is in Flipkart, it is in Meso, etc. Any marketing. Clear? So the information system in marketing, or we can say MKIS. Clear? It refers to the tools and technologies and processes that help collect the data, analyze the data, and manage the marketing data to support marketing planning, decision making, and execution. Clear? So it enables the businesses to better understand market trends, customer behavior, and the effectiveness of marketing strategies. So it is an information system. It is nothing else. It is an information system which collects the information from the market, collects the information from the customer end, and also the competitors. Not only the customers, also the competitors of the market collect the data. So it enables the businesses to better understand market trends. What is in the market? What are going on the market? Market trends. Then what are the customer behavior? What is the customer taste? What type of products the customer searches always? And the effectiveness of marketing strategies. It will take steps or make decisions or provides data to the top levels regarding the market strategies. So The information systems are crucial in modern marketing as they help organizations gather, analyze, and use information to understand the markets, design the strategies, and serve the customers effectively. Clear? So the use of marketing information system improves the decision making, customer targeting, and campaign efficiency. What I have told, what I have discussed now, that is the MKIS or marketing information system improves the decision making by analyzing the data, analyzing the customer data, market data, market competition data, competitive market data regarding the products, etc., etc. By taking effective decision, they can make the product usable by the customers. Then target the customers. So what are the taste of the customers? What type of data, what type of items, product the customer always searches, looks for. That is, they have target the customers. You see, when you search a product once, twice, thrice in Google or in Amazon or in Flipkart, when you open, again when you open, it will show you the such type of data automatically. So that is improve the campaign efficiency. Then what are the components of MKIS? What are the components? That is internal record systems, that is sales data, inventory labels, customer database, etc. So these are the from internal source, internal records. It helps to track business performance. These are the internal records. Then marketing intelligence system, that is from external data. That is external data about the market, competitors, and customer preferences. Already we have discussed. So that is another component of the marketing information system. First is the internal records. We find what is the sales amount, or which product is sales more, which product is sales less. That is the sales data. Inventory level, what is the stock level, that is also needed in the marketing, because if it is in stock or out of stock, it will show in the system. Then customer database, which type of customers according to their customer behavior, customer taste, customer customer capability to procure. For example, one customer is always searching about below 200 rupees price products. One customer is searching for high quality products like this. So these are the, they can segregate the customers. That is in customer database, they can segregate that. Such type of customers will always need for rupees 100 or 200 or 300 products. And some customers are always looking for the high quality products. So that can be stored in the customer database, and that can be extracted from the customer database. So that is to track the business performance. It helps to track the business performance, the internal records. Then marketing intelligence system, which provide the market trends about the market, what the market wants, who are the competitors in the market, and what are the customer preferences, which products always the customer wants to procure, wants from your organization. That is the marketing intelligence system that collects from the trade publications, market research firms, or customer feedback. That is the marketing research system. Another marketing research system that includes the surveys, focus groups, and experiments. You might have known that some sort of marketing executives, MR in medical science, that is medical representatives, MRs, always go to the doctors that our product is that you have to prescribe such type of products to your patients. So market research system, it is includes the surveys that the doctor always prescribes Cipla, but we have to push that our product should be prescribed by the doctor. That is, they will survey, includes the surveys in the market, focus the groups and experiments. Then analytical marketing system, that is the tools and techniques like data mining, predictive analysis, analytics, and statistical models. These are the components of MKIS which make easy for the decision makers. That is helps interpret data and forecast the trends. Such type of tools are used in like data mining tool is there. Data mining tool is what? It takes the data from the data warehouse. What is a data warehouse? Data warehouse is a heterogeneous data store, centralized database which collects data from heterogeneous sources, not homogeneous sources. Heterogeneous means different source data. The data will be stored in the data warehouse. So it is one type of database, but stores data from heterogeneous sources. And the data mining will take the data from the data warehouse and make use of some sort of algorithm, analytical tool like clustering. Clustering is there. Data mining, predictive analysis are there, trend analysis are there, statistical methods are used for analysis, correlation, etc. Correlation, central tendency, that is mean, mode, median are used to analyze the data. Statistical models are there to make analysis of the data. So that is a component of marketing information system. So first is our internal record system. That is a component from internal data, which the system will take, information system will take the internal data. Then marketing intelligence system, that is from the market, that is the external data of the from the market. Then research system, that is the survey by surveying the take the data, focus the groups, targeted groups to be focused. That data is also one part of the marketing information system. And after that, you find some sort of analytical marketing systems which helps to interpret the data and forecast the trends towards the decision making. So that is the components of marketing information system. So these are the functions of marketing information system. That is market segmentation and targeting. Means analyze the customer data to identify target markets. Analyze the customer data to identify the target markets. What I have already told, that this customer is always searching for such type of products. So you have to target that customer and provide according to his behavior and taste. That's why he will only search your organization's database, not any other. Like if the Amazon will provide in the required product with his price, then the customer will not go to Flipkart or Meso, etc., etc. So market segmentation and targeting. Analyze the customer data to identify the target markets. Then product planning is also the function of marketing information system. What is product planning? That is collect the consumer feedback to guide the product development. What product the consumers need, customers need. According from the feedback, they will improve their product or develop their product towards capturing the who capturing the customers. Then pricing strategy also there. Evaluate the competitors' pricing and cost structure. Already I have told, evaluating the competitors' pricing, competitive price. You see, when you search for a product in suppose Flipkart, and below that you see similar products with price is there. So that is the evaluate the competitors' price and cost structures. Then promotion strategy, that is the measures the effectiveness of advertising campaigns. Promotion strategy is there. Effectiveness of the advertising campaign, whether such advertisement is effective for these products or we have to modify this as type of advertising. That is the promotional strategy. Sales forecasting, predict the future sales trends based on the past data. That is, sales forecasting is another function of the marketing information system. Then customer CRM, that is manage the customer interaction and improve the loyalty. Customer relationship management, that the return policy is this, and you have to return it and take your money within such period. You have to use this product for such a period. There is a guarantee, warranty, etc., etc. So make customer relationship between the customer and the supplier. So manage the customer interactions and improve the loyalty. Make a added advantage. Then performance monitoring, that is track the key product indicators like conversion rates, ROI, return on investment, customer acquisition cost, etc. Suppose you will provide free delivery, then the customer may attract. If you charge delivery charges and another company charges provide free delivery, then the customer will order from that company because price is less according to you. So that is also a function of marketing information system. Here, then role of the MKIS. The role is our customer insight, product development, advertising, sales management, and brand management. So this is the role. Means customer insight means helps to understand the behavior, performance, or satisfaction level of the customer. It helps to understand the marketing IS collects the data from the customers, and it will provide or helps the business organization, business executives to understand the behavior of the customers from their database, provide information regarding the behavior of the customers and customer preference, which product they want more, which product they want less. From their feedback, they will think about the product. Then customer satisfaction level can be managed. That is the role of the MKIS. Then product development, that assists in designing products based on market needs. That is according to the taste of the product, according to the modifications and feedback regarding modification of the product, that assist in designing the product based on market needs. Then advertising optimizes digital campaign using real-time analytics. Whenever see in general advertisement, you find the 2D pictures, only the photos are there. But in case of digital marketing, when it is in digital form, you find a video, short video is there regarding the product, which more which provide more understandable about the product to the customers. So optimizes the digital campaigns using real-time analytics. When there is a change, it will automatically change it in the digital. Then sales management, it tracks the sales activities, customer interactions, and leads to more sales, or leads to decision making, leads to provide effective decision making. That is sales management is there. Then brand management monitors online reputation, that is feedback system, customer reviews, and brand sentiments. So what are the feedbacks of the customers regarding the product? So this is the role of the marketing IS. Then customer data management uses. What are the uses of the MKIS? They can manage the data of the customers. That enables the customer relationship management. Manage the data, store the data, manipulate the data, takes the data for analysis. Then market research and analysis is there. It conducts surveys, polls, and focus groups using online tools. Analyze the trends, competitors' actions, and market demands. Then support strategies, decisions like product launches and market entry. Then segmentation of and targeting. The market is segmented, means the market segmentation of the market means market is divided. For a local area, the products are according to the taste of the customers. And for urban area, such products have to be available. So according to the taste of the customers, uses the demographic, geographic, psychological, and behavioral data uses, and it helps to identify and define market segments. Which market needs what type of products? They will focus on that. That is segmentation of the market. The market is divided into different categories and target the customers. Then sales forecasting. As the name suggests, you find what analyzes the past sales data and predict for the future demand. That is the sales forecasting, which helps in budgeting, inventory planning, and production scheduling. Sales forecasting is the major use of marketing IS, information system. It will forecast about the product. It will forecast about the finance. Forecast about the finance. It also forecast about the inventory levels. Inventory means stock levels. This product is, the number of sales of this product is 100 in January, 200 in February, 300 in March. So it will take 3 months data, for example, and forecast that the product will sold 400 in April. So they maintain the inventory. So that is sales forecasting. Then looks about the advertising and promotions also. Tracks campaign performances. Campaign performances using tools like Google Analytics. Helps in deciding which platforms, what contents, and when to advertise of the products. See, nowadays the tourism department is active in digital marketing, and in this season, in winter season, they make more advertisement of their tourism places, because this is a season for tourism. So advertising and promotions that measures return on investment and optimizes spending. Okay, so this is about our marketing information system. Then another uses is product and pricing decisions, digital marketing optimization, performance monitoring, and customer feedback and services are also there. Competitors and industry analysis. So different uses are there. Product and pricing decisions, gather feedback and usage of data to enhance the product features. Again, enhance the price or cutting of the price. So helps in dynamic pricing and bundling strategies. Okay, so performance monitoring is also another important use of information system, marketing information that tracks the key performance indicators, KPIs, such as conversion rate, click-through rate, customer lifetime value, then return on marketing investment. So these are the key performance monitoring from the information system of the marketing. Then customer feedback and services, collects the feedback through surveys, chatbots or social media, and analyzes the complaints and suggestions for service improvement is the another use of MKIS. So this is all about the marketing information system. Okay, then some benefits are there and also some disadvantages are there. Benefits are it enhances the customer satisfaction, accurate timely marketing decision. Already we have discussed about this. Competitive advantages through better market insight, then cost effective campaign planning and management is also there. Then real-time feedback and performance tracking is also there. So these are the some benefits of the marketing information system. If it provides some benefits, then it also faces some cons like disadvantages. That is data overload and quality issues. Maximum data will receive by the information system. So it leads to data overload. And if there is a data overload, then you will not access to the data and you will not analyze the data accurately. Duplicate data are also there. So quality issues are also there. Then privacy and data protection concerns are there. So it may lead to privacy of your organization. Integration with other business systems is also another disadvantage. If it also make high cost. It also a high cost if you will go for different types of advertising, digital as well as the physical advertisement. There. Need for skilled personnel to analyze the data. So high skilled personnel are required to analyze the data of the marketing because different behaviors are there from different customers, different competitors, etc., etc. So if it have some benefits, it also suffers with some disadvantages are there. So this is all about marketing information system. This is a subsystem of our main information system. Okay, anybody, any doubt? Hello.
Sir, no
No,
doubt.
sir. No doubt, sir.
Okay, thank you. Ajay Tigre wind up kariya. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Good day. Thank you. या पर कौन क्लास अच्छी ना एंड कर देवी तो बस रे
नो सर क्लास नहीं
ओके थैंक यू एंड कर दो जी मैं